We're always excited, when we get an opportunity to tell a story about how this thing with horses started for both of us. And we both grew up with horses. I can remember going to racetracks across the country with my parents because we owned racehorses. And as time went on, then we kind of progressed into other types of horses. Then we became educators, we became coaches, principals, and administrators, and then we approached retirement. We had an opportunity to be reintroduced to them. We bought one horse just for our own purposes. I happened to be babysitting my youngest granddaughter. One day we went to this farm, Nick and Jack Farms, not far from where we are right now, and to make a long story short, we got introduced to the owner of the farm, and I gave her a little bit of my background, and she says, "Oh my goodness, we just received 2 horses in off of the racetrack. Do you think you'd want to work with one?" And I said, "No," I says, "I'm just kind of newly retired." She says, "You're here? Well, at least come down and look at them." I said, "Okay, I'll go down and look at them with Emily." And we have a horse that we have down at Whispering Grace Horses, and she kind of walked up to us, and I said, "Well, you know what, if you want me just to work with her, would that be okay on my own time?" And she said yes. We started working with this horse. You would think coming from the racetrack you'd be able to brush her, pick up her feet, walk her down an aisle, none of which we could do. But I said to Marcia, I said, "My goodness, just look at her. I mean, I've been around hundreds of horses, but I've never seen one actually try this hard." And she was trying to please us, but she didn't know exactly what we wanted. She kept trying. It's kind of interesting. This time, with this particular horse, she's kind of changed her lives. Do you think she could change the lives of some other people? And honestly, that's how Whispering Grace Horses started, and how, I guess, Freedom Farm evolved from that. Some people, not all people, but some people come to us with huge, big, strong, powerful problems in their lives, things they don't think they can overcome. So what do? We put them in front of a huge, big, strong, powerful animal, and they form a relationship they never dreamed could happen. In terms of having a relationship with a horse, why is it any different than what it takes to have relationships in everyday life?
They can take that relationship that they've developed with the horse into everyday life, and then we always take it one step further to the relationship with the Lord, because that is a very important relationship as well. So every session is free. We do not charge anybody anything to come, and we have close to 80 volunteers, which is amazing. And those volunteers are just wonderful, and we couldn't do it without them. And they're very loving and kind and make everyone feel so welcome when they come. We're very thankful for our volunteers as well. Let me tell you a story about one of our sessions that we had when we first started out, with a young lady who was having trouble with her friends. This one day she came in, and you could tell it had been a really rough week for her with her friends. So we took her down in a big round pen with the horse, and we let the horse loose with her in the round pen. Before long, Lucy had joined up with her, which means that she was following this little girl everywhere she went in the round pen, and just was real close to her, and she started crying. And so Bill and I were concerned, because we thought maybe she got stepped on, or maybe Lucy bit her. We didn't know, so we were like, "Lily, are you okay?" And she goes, she says, "I'm okay." But she says, "It's the first time all week that anybody wanted to be with me." So that horse gave her what she needed that day, and that's about the relationship, how you can have a relationship with a horse.
As we swing over to the veteran side of this whole thing, our board of trustees, they kept asking us, "Do you think there's any way that we can incorporate a program for our veterans?" And our response to that was, at that particular time, it was a no, because we just didn't have enough space. We didn't have enough horses. We didn't have enough opportunities. And finally, one of our board members said, "Well, isn't that land across the street for sale?" And we kind of snickered, and we said, "Yeah, it is." The next week, that land across the street was donated to Whispering Grace Horses. And so now our board of directors beckoned us again and said, now do you think we can start a program for our veterans? And we said, well, we have maybe an opportunity, but we don't have the dollars and cents to build a barn, purchase any more horses. And they asked us that, well, don't all of the builders and their subcontractors, don't they have schedules? And I said, well, of course they do. And here's what they told us. Get on the schedule. And we said, but we don't have that. They said, get on the schedule. Some amazing things happened to make this facility what it is now. Now we welcome the men and women who have served us, who have given of themselves, of their families, to give us the name of this facility, Freedom Farm. They've given us that freedom to open up a facility like this, and we hope that we can inspire them enough, that we can create situations where we can give them a little bit of freedom also.